My precious child, listen carefully. I am not speaking to you casually today. This is not just another soft reminder or gentle nudge that you can ignore and move past. This is a warning born out of deep love, because I see what you do not see yet. You have made serious mistakes recently, and if you continue on this same path without correcting them, they will cost you more than you realize. It may not look dangerous right now. Everything around you may appear normal on the surface, but I do not see as you see. I see beneath the surface. I see ahead of you. I see both the visible and the hidden consequences of every choice you make. Nothing in your life is accidental to me. Nothing is invisible. I have watched over you in your darkest moments. I have protected you when you didn't even know you were in danger. I have carried you when you were too weak to stand. My plans for you have always been filled with hope, with blessing, with purpose. But you must understand this truth. My plans and your choices must work together. I will not force you. I will not drag you into your destiny. I will invite you, lead you, warn you, and guide you. But you must choose. When your choices align with my will, doors open that no one can shut. When your choices drift away from my voice, you begin to open doors that I never intended you to walk through. Doors of confusion, doors of exhaustion, doors of unnecessary pain. My child, your life is not purely what I plan for you, and it is not purely what you decide. It is the combination of my purpose and your response. And sometimes it is your own decisions that create vulnerability in your life. Sometimes the enemy does not need to attack you from the outside. Your own habits and neglect open the door from within. The first mistake you have been making is this: you have not been honoring the gift of your health. You have treated your body as if it is unimportant, as if it will keep going no matter how you handle it. But your body is not a machine to be abused. It is not an afterthought. It is a sacred vessel that I, your Creator, formed with intention. I did not give you that body so you could run it into the ground and then wonder why you are weak. I gave it to you so you could fulfill the calling over your life with strength, clarity, and endurance. Your body is my temple, not because you are perfect, but because my presence dwells with you. I designed your body to function in order, not in chaos. I placed systems within you that send you signals, pain, fatigue, restlessness, heaviness, not to punish you, but to warn you. Every ache, every recurring headache, every wave of exhaustion that you keep ignoring, these are not random. These are whispers from me saying, slow down, pay attention, something is not right. But instead of listening, you push through. You stay up late when you know you need rest. You feed your body what harms it and starve it of what it truly needs. You keep promising yourself, I'll fix this later, while your energy drains, your focus weakens, and your spirit grows tired inside a body that you are slowly neglecting. You tell yourself, it's just a small thing, just this once. It won't matter. But my child, it does matter. It always matters. No fall happens in a single step. It happens by many ignored warnings, many small compromises, many quiet laters that never become now. Each time you dismiss the signals I'm sending through your body, each time you override the tiredness in your soul and say, I don't have time to rest, you move one step further away from the health I intended for you. You don't see the long-term damage yet, but I do. I see the path you're on if nothing changes. Do not wait until it becomes a crisis. Do not wait until your body screams in desperation what it has been whispering for so long. Do not wait for something to break before you finally admit that you should have listened. Your health is not a side issue. It is a foundational part of your journey.
When your body is weak, your mind does not think clearly. When your mind is clouded, your spirit struggles to hear my guidance. When your spirit is heavy, you lose motivation to walk in your calling. Everything is connected. This is why I call your neglect of your health not just a physical issue, but a spiritual one. It shows that you are not truly valuing what I have created. It reveals a pattern. If you can ignore my warnings in your body, eventually you will start ignoring my warnings in your relationships, in your finances, in your decisions, and in your spiritual life. My child, I want you to be whole. I want you to wake up with strength, to walk with focus, to think clearly, to feel alive in your spirit. I do not want you to live half awake, always tired, always numb, always pushing yourself, but never feeling rested. That is not the life I plan for you. Take this seriously. Rest when I ask you to rest. Feed your body what it truly needs, not what merely comforts you for a moment. Move, breathe, stretch, and care for yourself, not out of vanity, but out of honor for the life I have entrusted to you. When you care for your body, you are not worshiping yourself. You are respecting the work of my hands. Now, let us speak about the second mistake you have been making: delaying the decisions you know you need to make. I know decisions can feel heavy. I know you fear choosing wrong. I know you tell yourself, I'll decide when I feel more ready, when I have more information, when everything is clear. But my child, you must understand, sometimes clarity comes only after you move, not before.
You have been putting off conversations that need to happen. You have been postponing steps you know you must take. You have allowed fear of the unknown to paralyze you. You call it waiting for the right time, but I call it what it truly is: hesitation, procrastination, avoidance. You are not avoiding a mistake, you are avoiding obedience. When I place a decision in front of you, it is not to confuse you. It is because you have reached a point on your path where you cannot grow without choosing. There are seasons that require you to act, seasons where waiting becomes disobedience, where silence becomes agreement with the very things that are holding you back. You think that by delaying decisions you are protecting yourself from pain, but in reality you are creating a different kind of pain. A pain of stagnation, of being stuck in the same cycle, of watching time pass without movement, of feeling your spirit long for more while your actions stay the same. Hear me, I am a God of patience, yes, but also a God of timing. When I nudge you to move, it is because pieces are in position that you cannot see. When you ignore those nudges, when you tell yourself later again and again, you miss the opportunities that were attached to that moment. I have seen what your life could look like if you would stop delaying. I have seen the doors I am ready to open, the relationships I am ready to restore, the habits I am ready to break, the new paths I am ready to reveal. But I will not bypass your will. I will not force you to walk where you refuse to step. Delaying important decisions keeps you in a fog of uncertainty. You pray for clarity, but clarity cannot come while you continuously avoid the action I have already spoken to you about. You ask me to speak again, to confirm again, to give another sign, but deep down, you already know what I told you. What you lack is not another word from me. What you lack is courage. Understand this: delayed obedience is still disobedience. I called you to move. I called you to act. I called you to trust me enough to step forward even when you cannot see the full picture. When you refuse, you are not just being careful. You are telling me with your actions that you trust your own fears more than you trust my voice. Do not be afraid, my child. I am not sending you into places I have not already gone before you. I am not asking you to walk alone. When you step out in faith, you will discover that I was already there, waiting to catch you, to guide you, to confirm with peace what you had the courage to do. But you must leave the safety of indecision.
Indecision feels safe because it postpones risk, but it also postpones growth, healing, and breakthrough. It is a silent thief. Time is moving. Whether you act or not, days are passing. Every day is another chance to move into my will or to drift further away from it. Do not waste your days assuming one day will magically arrive. One day is created when you decide that today will be different. I am walking with you. I am not angry with you, but I am concerned. I see the potential inside you that you still do not fully see. I see the impact you could have. I see what could happen through your life if you took your health seriously, if you acted when I told you to act, if you truly aligned your decisions with my voice. It is not too late to change direction. It is not too late to care for what you have neglected. It is not too late to make the decisions you have delayed, but understand every day you wait adds weight to your heart and complexity to your situation. The sooner you respond, the lighter the cost. I am calling you to wake up, to stop living half-conscious to the truth, to stop explaining away my warnings as just thoughts or just feelings. I have been sending you signs through your body, through your dreams, through circumstances, through moments of conviction you quickly push aside. I am not silent. You have been busy. I am not far. You have been distracted. Take responsibility for the life I have given you. I did not place you on this earth just to survive, just to get by, just to repeat patterns of fear and delay. I placed you here with purpose. There are people attached to your obedience. There are lives that will be impacted by the choices you make. You do not see the full chain reaction, but I do. I will not ask you to do anything without equipping you. I will not send you into battles without weapons. I will not lead you into darkness without a light. But I will ask you to trust me more than your comfort. I will call you to step out of old habits. I will confront the excuses you keep repeating to yourself. There are consequences for every choice. This is a truth that will not change. But there is also grace for every return. There is mercy every time you turn back and say, I was wrong, I ignored your voice. Help me realign. If you listen now, if you take this warning seriously, you can avoid the harshest consequences. You can walk into the fullness of what I still have for you. You can experience a level of peace, strength, and clarity you have not yet known. Do not be deceived by the short comfort of procrastination. Do not be fooled by the numbing safety of distraction. The path I have for you is not always easy, but it is always worth it. And I am with you at every step. Now, my child, I want you to understand something deeper. This is not only about your health and your decisions. This is about how you respond to my voice overall. Throughout history, there have been many who chose not to listen to me, and their stories stand as warnings, not because I wanted them to fail, but because they insisted on their own way. Look at the Israelites. I took them out of slavery. I split the sea to make a way where there was no way. I led them with a cloud by day and fire by night. I fed them from heaven, gave them water in the wilderness. They had every reason to trust me, yet they complained, doubted, and turned to idols. They did not lose the promised land because I stopped loving them. They lost it because they refused to align their choices with my voice. Their wandering was not my original plan. It was the result of their disobedience. They chose mistrust over faith, and it cost them a future they could have walked in.
So it is today. When you choose not to listen to my voice, you may still feel my love, but you will not experience the full extent of my peace, my provision, my plans. You may live saved, but not surrendered, alive, but not fully awakened. Look at Pharaoh. Over and over, he was given chances to listen, to soften, to release what was never meant to be controlled. But he hardened his heart. He saw signs. He experienced plagues. Yet, instead of humbling himself, He resisted. His refusal to listen did not only affect him, it brought suffering to an entire nation. Your choices too have ripple effects. When you listen, you create an environment of peace, wisdom, and blessing around you. When you resist, you create confusion, tension, and pain for yourself and those connected to you. You are not an island. Your obedience or disobedience reaches further than you realize. Look also at Saul. He started well, humble, responsive, willing to follow my guidance. But over time, he began to trust his own understanding more than my instruction. He disobeyed, then tried to justify it. He covered disobedience with religious excuses, claiming he had done things for me, when in truth, he had acted out of fear and pride. His refusal to fully obey cost him his peace, his position, and his future. He was still alive, still functioning, but no longer walking in the fullness of what I chose him for. This is what happens when my children only listen to me when it is convenient. They survive, but they do not flourish. And then there is the prodigal son. He wanted his own way. He wanted independence without guidance. He took what was his and ran into the world, convinced that he knew better how to live. For a while, it felt exciting. He spent freely, lived wildly, did whatever he wanted. But the world emptied him. His resources ran out. His friends disappeared. His strength faded. He found himself hungry, alone, and broken. Only then did he realize what he had walked away from. Not just a house, but a father's heart. Not just provision, but safety. When he came to his senses and returned, I received him with open arms. I restored his identity as a son. But the pain, the waste, the scars, those were consequences of his own choices. My child, I will always welcome you when you return. I will always forgive when you repent. But I cannot erase the impact of every choice you make. That is why I warn you before you go too far. That is why I speak now while there is still time to shift, to restore, to prevent deeper damage. Look also at the rich man and Lazarus. The rich man lived surrounded by comfort, but was blind to compassion. He ignored the one in need at his gate. He ignored my values. He ignored my voice. In the end, he discovered that all his earthly abundance could not buy him peace for his soul. The separation he experienced was not because I refused him, it was because he refused my ways until it was too late. Do not wait until you are empty, broken, or cornered by your own decisions before you decide to listen. Do not wait until the damage is great and the recovery is long. I am calling you now while there is still strength in your body, time in your hands, and space to choose differently. So, my child, listen. Take your health seriously, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Make room for rest. Make room for healing. Stop calling constant exhaustion normal. Stop treating your body as if it is your enemy. Care for it as a partner in your purpose. Face the decisions you've been avoiding. Write them down if you must. Pray over them. Then move. Have the difficult conversation. Let go of what I have been asking you to release. Start what I have been asking you to begin. Obedience will feel scary at first, but peace will follow. Come back to my voice. Tune out the noise for a while. Put aside distractions. Sit with me. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am speaking through conviction, through scripture, through moments of stillness that you keep filling with noise. If you quiet your heart, you will hear me more clearly than you think. This is not the end for you. This is a turning point. You are not defined by the mistakes you've made, but you will be shaped by how you respond to this moment. You can keep going as you are and walk further into exhaustion, confusion, and delay.
Or you can stop, humble yourself, and say, I hear you. I will change. I will align. You are stronger than you feel. You are more capable than you believe. And with me, nothing that stands in front of you is greater than the power that is within you. Take the steps to heal your body. Take the steps to make the decisions you've delayed. Take the steps to return fully to my voice. I am with you in every breath, every step, every difficult choice, every quiet victory. You will not walk this path alone. Together, we will move through every challenge and into every victory that is waiting on the other side of your obedience. Listen to me now, my child. This is your moment. Amen.